One of the biggest questions I've come across when you're talking about van life or being a nomad is what vehicle to choose, whether regular car, RV. It's fun to look at and to discuss that. Even though the nomad life, the van life is kind of played out now, the trend is kind of over. But for those still in the life, and even those that are not in the life, this applies to your financial health when looking at a home base or changing things with a home base. This is what I remind myself, this lesson. And the lesson is the car, the van, the house. That is not the reason that I got on the journey. The reason I got on the journey to the nomad life or the home base life is and will always be for me financial freedom. Minimalism is to eliminate things that are somewhat unnecessary in your life to accomplish your goals. And one of my goals is to be financially free. And if buying a new car, a new $40,000 hybrid car, if buying a new $100,000 van, if buying a $400,000 home base, if these things do not align with that goal of living financially free, then it's not worth it. Because remember, a vehicle is just there to get you to point A to B. A house is just a shelter. Your life is your health, number one, your wealth, and then your ability to manage your day and enjoy your life as best you can. And all the other things are just cherry on the top. And if you can remember that, that will keep you on the course to your best life. You'll fall, I'll fall, we fail, we're human. But you fall, you get back up, and you remind yourself, what are you really trying to accomplish? Are you really trying to accomplish sleeping in a $100,000 van that you can't afford? Are you really trying to accomplish buying a hybrid so the air conditioner works 2 months out of the year that you own it, that it's not really stealth? Are you trying to get this magical home base where, yes, even though it'll be nice and cozy in a nice area, it'll be above your means, and then you'll kind of won't have your goal of retiring early or financial freedom? Because there's always a hiccup. Like I make a video, someone parks next to me, you make a video, lawnmower start, right? It's like, things happen. So living below your means, whether nomad or homeowner, the whole point is to have that buffer so when things happen, you don't stress as much, and you have that somewhat of a safety net that you've built into your financial plan for your life, okay? And that takes discipline, because, I used to talk to a good friend about budgeting and about diet, and he was very smart and very structured. He'd have his budget and his diet all on a spreadsheet, and he'd have it all down to a science. But remember, life is not just science, it's art, meaning that when it comes to emotions, when it comes to looking at cars, looking at houses, eating, sometimes it's not the numbers, it's the emotion. And that's where we need some discipline, and so I just want to share that, because that comes up. It has come up in the beginning of my channel. It still comes up now. And it doesn't just apply to nomads. It applies to homeowners, applies to everyone. That as you get more mature, and I think, again, there's grace when you're young, because you got to experience things when you're young. And when you're young, you're still building your career, so your money may not be as well. And remember to do that, because, that's what gives you the true freedom, is building your career and building your habits, right? And then once you do that, the only thing to stop you is don't live above your means, live below your means. So if you work on yourself, and again, this is what minimalism is about. Minimalism is eliminating the unnecessary so you can work on yourself and work on your best life plan. And for me, as I got older, okay, again, it's different when you're younger because you're still figuring out, you got to experience it for yourself. But as you get older, you want to okay, I don't need this stuff. What I need is financial freedom, so I can go after some creative ventures a little bit more. What I need is financial freedom because something always happens. There's an issue with your car. There's an issue with this, that. What I need is financial freedom so people can't control me as much. And what I need is to remember a car does not make my journey. You just basically need a reliable car. I always say just start with the current car you have. Your house doesn't make your life. I mean, a lot of people always tell me, oh, I'm looking for affordable rents, or I'm looking for an affordable house. Well, your house doesn't make your daily routine. What times you wake up today? How are you building your career? Are you going to just spend all of your life in your house and never leave it? Because that's what happens. Then people get their dream house and then they want to go on vacation. And then their house costs so much they can't go on vacation. So remember, the dream, at least for me, the dream is to be financially free, not to be in an overpriced vehicle, unless you can afford it. The dream is to have a home base for stability if you like to live somewhere 90% of the year, but not to have it so expensive that you can't enjoy your life, because your house is not your life. It's just one aspect of it, one element. So if you appreciate my videos, I appreciate if you click that thumbs up. And if you want to support the channel, click that blue join or that super thanks. Thank you to my members, and thank you to those who have supported the channel. Share the video via text or social media. That's a free way, helps my channel. I appreciate that. And keep showing up. And when you have less stuff and less burdens, you can show up to other things because you have more capacity, you have more freedom. And that's what it's about, guys. It's not about, and then and that I see it too, is that people, like as an example, someone will get a YouTube channel and it'll go viral, right? And then to keep that up, they'll start to live on that budget of their videos going viral. And then to catch people's attention, they'll have to make videos based on fear or sex appeal. And that's okay. I don't knock the hustle. But if that becomes your creative outlet where now you're just feeding the algorithm, if it's not your natural flow, it may have been your natural flow in the beginning because you like to talk about certain things that maybe caught the algorithm's attention. But then if you're just doing that solely for the money, nothing wrong with that. But then your creativity is now just replaced with another main job, which there's nothing wrong with that. We just got to be honest. So either way, I hope these videos help. Remember, don't live in fear, but don't buy below your means. Don't buy above your means. Correct that. And remember, the car doesn't make you, your daily routine makes you. The house doesn't make you, your daily routine makes you. Take care of your health, your wealth, quality relationships, healthy relationships. And again, that's when you live below your means with a car or house, you can have healthy relationships. Why? Because toxic ones you can eliminate. But when you don't have financial freedom, and I've been there, and your life's not in order, you got to have a lot of toxic, dysfunctional relationships because you need them. Or at least you think you need them, but in some practical ways you may need them to share an apartment or to borrow money or to get a ride, and that's toxic. That's the motivation to work, to save, to live below your means so you don't go back to that toxic situation. Okay, thank you for watching.